Hello, English learners, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
I'm Amira.
And Amira and I are here today with a great lesson for you.
Yes, we are.
Today, we're going to be talking about a restaurant. Amira, why don't you give us a little bit more details?
Well, we're talking about a situation in a restaurant and two people are involved, the waiter and the customer. And I don't want to say any more.
Okay, don't say any more. Let's just listen to this dialogue and we'll be back later to explain it.
Good evening. My name is Fabio. I'll be your waiter for tonight. May I take your order?
No, I'm still working on it. This menu's not even in English. What's good here?
For you, sir, I would recommend spaghetti and meatballs.
Does it come with Coke and fries?
It comes with either soup or salad and a complimentary glass of wine, sir.
I'll go with the spaghetti and meatballs, salad, and the wine.
Excellent choice. Your order will be ready soon.
How soon is soon?
20 minutes?
You know what? I'll just go grab a burger across the street.
Ma va un po', metti via in questo locale, mi fai tutte ste domande ancora? Ma va, pigliato.
Uh-oh, what a waiter.
What a waiter. He is really angry at this customer, and I can't blame him. I would be angry too.
Yeah. So, I think, Marco, you have chosen some interesting expressions for us here. What is the first one?
Well, the first one is, I'm still working on it.
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 Why don't we listen to some other examples on how you can use this word, and then we'll come back and explain it.
Did you finish reading the magazine?
I'm still working on it.
Did you fix my car?
I'm still working on it.
So you could say, I'm still working on it, means...
I still need more time.
Fantastic.
Great. Okay, it's clear.
I have another one for you guys. It's a phrase commonly used, and you'll hear it all the time. Coke and fries.
Coke and fries.
Coke and fries.
Coke and fries. It's a short way of saying Coca-Cola and French fries.
So that's basically America's fast food.
Yeah, burger, Coke, and fries.
Okay. What's next on the menu?
On the menu, we have a complimentary glass of wine.
Complimentary glass of wine.
Complimentary glass of wine.
Complimentary means?
That it's free.
Free.
Yes.
We love that, huh?
Yeah, we definitely like free things.
Well, I have another one for us here. Another interesting phrase. I'll go with.
I'll go with.
I'll go with.
I'll go with.
So basically, it's another way of saying I'm choosing.
Yeah, I'll choose or I'll take.
I'll take.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good.
All right, the next word that I want to take a look at is grab.
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 Okay, now let's listen to some other examples of how we could use grab in different situations, and then we'll come back and explain it.
On your way home, can you grab some milk?
Wait for me, please. I need to grab my coat.
Let's grab a cup of coffee.
All right, well, I would understand that go grab means go get quickly.
To go get quickly, yeah.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So now it's time to listen one more time to the dialogue and listen carefully and try to understand why the waiter doesn't like the customer. Let's listen.
Good evening. My name is Fabio. I'll be your waiter for tonight. May I take your order?
No, I'm still working on it. This menu's not even in English. What's good here?
For you, sir, I would recommend spaghetti and meatballs.
Does it come with Coke and fries?
It comes with either soup or salad and a complimentary glass of wine, sir.
I'll go with the spaghetti and meatballs, salad, and the wine.
Excellent choice. Your order will be ready soon.
How soon is soon?
20 minutes?
You know what? I'll just go grab a burger across the street.
Ma va un po', ti vieni in questo locale, mi fai tutte ste domande ancora? Ma va a pigliarti.
Marco, why did this waiter get angry at the customer?
Well, he basically wasted the waiter's time. I mean, this guy comes into the restaurant, he is not very polite, and he's asking all these questions, and in the end he just gets up and says, I'll just go grab a burger across the street.
Yeah, and I also think that this guy was a lot more casual than the place he was in, right?
Yeah, I think this was a nice, fancy restaurant, so I think he was in the wrong place.
Yeah. So how many times, Marco, tell me, do you really have fast food a week?
Fast food, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
No. I think I get fast food maybe once or twice a week. All right, talking about fast food made me hungry, so I think I'm going to go grab something to eat myself.
Yeah, me too.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today, and remember that all of this vocabulary is useful for your everyday needs.
Yes. Well, actually, here in English Pod, we focus on phrases and words that are high frequency, and that means that you can use them every day in your practical life.
Exactly. And be sure to go to our website at englishpod.com, where you can find many other resources, and you can leave your questions and comments at our community forum.
So thank you very much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another great lesson for you. So until then, bye.
Bye. Everyone, welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And where are we going today, Erica?
To the pharmacy.
All right, to the pharmacy or drugstore?
Yes.
Or also in British English, sometimes people will say the chemist.
That's right.
So as you know, at the pharmacy you get medicine, but there are certain vocabulary words that are related to this place that we need to learn.
That's right. So we're going to learn some vocabulary about medicine and also some interesting phrases.
So before we listen to the dialogue, let's take a look at vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview.
We're going to look at two words today that you'll hear in the dialogue. And the first one, milligrams.
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 Also, the abbreviation for this is mg.
That's right.
Okay, so a milligram is
1/100th of a gram. So there are 100 milligrams in a gram.
Exactly, and it's very common to be used with medicine, right?
Exactly.
We buy medicine in milligrams. Mm-hmm. Okay, and what's our next word?
Price check.
A price check.
A price check.
Okay, so at the pharmacy or at the supermarket, sometimes the cashier will ask for a price check.
And that is the action of checking to find out the price.
Okay, so a price check. With this, I think we're ready now to listen to our dialogue for the first time. And let's see what our shopper is buying at the pharmacy.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Yes, I need this prescription, please.
Let's see. Okay, so 50 milligrams of Prozac. Would you prefer this in capsule or tablet?
Capsules are fine.
Okay. You should take one capsule 3 times a day. Be sure not to take it on an empty stomach, and also don't ever mix it with alcohol.
Yes, I know. It's not the first time I'm taking this. Don't worry, I won't overdose.
Okay. Anything else I can get you?
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Can I also get some eye drops and some condoms?
Sure. Darn, condoms aren't registered in our system.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'll get some later, thanks. Really, it's no problem.
Just hang on there a sec. Can I get a price check on Fun Times ribbed condoms, please?
Oh no, how embarrassing.
A little bit embarrassing that she asked for a price check on these condoms, right?
Yeah, but you know what? It seems like every time you have to buy something embarrassing at the pharmacy, there's a million people watching you.
Yeah. It never fails.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at some of those words that we were talking about related to medicine in language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
All right, well, the first word, a prescription.
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 All right, so what is a prescription?
Well, a prescription is a note from your doctor explaining what medicine you need.
So this note from your doctor is necessary to buy that medicine, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Prescription. Well, this shopper was getting some medicine and, well, the chemist or the pharmacist asked if he wanted it in capsules or tablets.
So let's look at those two words. A capsule.
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 Now, a capsule is like a small tube, right?
Yeah, it's a form of a pill. And it's shaped like a tube with the medicine inside.
Inside, and it's covered in plastic, right?
Exactly.
Now, you swallow the capsule.
Yep.
And the tablet
is like a pill that is round and flat.
Okay, so tablet and capsule, both are the same thing basically, but just different presentations.
Different shapes.
Different shapes.
Yeah.
It's easier maybe for some people to swallow a capsule.
You think so?
I don't know, I think so.
Well,
because sometimes tablets are a little bit like big circles and it's hard to swallow.
Yeah, and I guess capsules are smoother.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're not pharmacists, so let's move on and focus on the language, which is what we do know about. So the pharmacist warned the patient not to take too much medicine, right? Because he might overdose.
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 Okay, so to overdose, like you said,
is to take too much medicine and get really sick or even die.
So if you overdose on medicine, it could be bad for you instead of good.
Well, obviously very bad.
And what about our last word for today?
Well, the shopper also asked for some eye drops.
Eye drops.
Eye drops.
So this is medicine for your eyes.
Yeah, usually liquid, like water that you put in your eyes.
Okay. So I think now with this medicine language clear, we can listen to our dialogue again, but it's going to be slowed down a little bit.
That'll help us understand these phrases just a little bit better.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Yes, I need this prescription, please.
Let's see. Okay, so 50 milligrams of Prozac. Would you prefer this in capsule or tablet?
Capsules are fine.
Okay, you should take one capsule 3 times a day. Be sure not to take it on an empty stomach. And also, don't ever mix it with alcohol.
Yes, I know. It's not the first time I'm taking this. Don't worry. I won't overdose.
Okay, anything else I can get you?
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Can I get some eye drops and, some condoms?
Sure. Darn condoms aren't registered in our system.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'll get some later, thanks. Really, it's no problem.
Just hang on there a sec. Can I get a price check on Fun Times ribbed condoms, please?
Okay, so now it's time for us to take a look at some of the phrases that we saw in this dialogue in putting it together.
Putting it together.
We're going to look at 2 phrases here, and we're going to see how we can use them in different situations. The pharmacist warned, be sure not to take it on an empty stomach.
Okay, so be sure not to.
Be sure not to.
So what does he mean by this?
He just means don't do this.
Okay.
So don't take the medicine without eating.
We can mix it up a little bit. Why don't we listen to some examples of how we can use this in different situations?
Hi, I'm looking for something to help with a headache.
We have a few options. Do you prefer tablets or capsules?
Tablets, please.
Here you go. Be sure not to take more than 2 tablets every 4 hours.
Got it. Can I use this with my allergy medicine?
Yes, but be sure not to take both at the same time. Space them out by at least an hour.
That makes sense. I also need something for my dry eyes.
We have these eye drops. Be sure not to share them with anyone else.
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
And be sure not to touch the tip of the bottle to your eye when applying the drops.
Why is that?
It can contaminate the drops and cause an infection.
I see. Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome. Just be sure not to use the eye drops more than 4 times a day.
I'll keep that in mind. Anything else I should know?
Yes, be sure not to mix up the instructions for the tablets and the eye drops. Follow each carefully.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
So, Marco, why should we say be sure not to instead of don't?
I think don't sounds more like an order.
Okay.
Very direct. Maybe be sure not to is a little bit softer, a little bit more friendly. So be sure not to. Now, for our last phrase. So the pharmacist, in the end, wanted to check for the price, and he said, just hang on there a sec.
So that's interesting. Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Well, hang on. What does he mean by hang on?
He means wait.
Wait. It's an informal way of saying wait.
Exactly. It's also a little bit more friendly than just saying wait.
Right, exactly. And we can change the time a little bit, right?
Yeah, so you can say hang on a second.
Or hang on a moment.
Hang on a minute.
All right.
What about hang on an hour?
Well, maybe if you're telling someone to wait for an hour, just hang on there for an hour. I'll be there soon.
Yeah, but I guess it's more common hang on a minute, hey?
Right, maybe for shorter periods of time. Okay, so with these phrases, I think now we can use them in different circumstances, obviously not only in the pharmacy.
Yep.
And, well, let's listen to our dialogue for the last time.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Yes, I need this prescription, please.
Let's see. Okay, so 50 milligrams of Prozac. Would you prefer this in capsule or tablet?
Capsules are fine.
Okay. You should take one capsule 3 times a day. Be sure not to take it on an empty stomach, and also don't ever mix it with alcohol.
Yes, I know. It's not the first time I'm taking this. Don't worry, I won't overdose.
Okay. Anything else I can get you?
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Can I also get some eye drops and some condoms?
Sure. Darn, condoms aren't registered in our system.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'll get some later, thanks. Really, it's no problem.
Just hang on there a sec. Can I get a price check on Fun Times ribbed condoms, please?
Okay, so with medicine, an interesting thing comes up, right?
That's right. A lot of people think that you eat medicine.
Okay, or drink medicine.
Yeah, but in English, you always take medicine.
Always take medicine.
Yeah, so you never can say, oh, I ate my medicine yesterday. It always has to be, I took my medicine.
Okay, so you take the capsules.
Exactly, or take the tablets.
All right, so you take medicine. Now, an interesting thing in the United States, for example, it's very hard to get medicine without a prescription.
That's right. So we always talk about prescription medicine and OTC medicine, or over-the-counter medicine.
So over-the-counter medicine is
medicine you can just buy without that prescription or note from your doctor.
Okay, so for example, if you have a headache, you can go to the pharmacy and buy aspirin.
Yeah, and that's over-the-counter medicine.
But prescription medicine, you can't get it without the doctor's note.
Yes, and like you said, in America, you almost have to have a prescription for everything.
Which is strange because people can overdose on aspirin. So tell us how medicine and pharmacies work in your countries.
Hi, can you help me with a few things?
Sure. What do you need?
I need pain relievers. What's available?
We have capsules and tablets. Do you prefer one?
Tablets, I think.
Okay. How strong do you need them?
What's the standard dose?
Usually 500 milligrams per tablet.
Is that safe for headaches?
Yes, but be sure not to take more than 2 every 6 hours.
Got it. How much is a bottle?
Hang on, I'll do a price check.
Thanks.
It's $8.99 for 100 tablets.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Anything else?
Yes, eye drops for dry eyes.
Over the counter or prescription?
Over the counter.
Here's a good one.
How often can I use it?
Be sure not to use it more than 4 times a day.
Okay. Anything else to know?
Yes, don't touch the bottle tip to your eye.
Why not?
It could contaminate the drops.
Makes sense. I'll take it.
Anything more?
What happens if I overdose on medicine?
It can cause serious problems. Seek help immediately.
That's good advice.
Always follow the instructions to avoid issues.
Got it. Thanks for explaining.
You're welcome. Anything else today?
No, that's it. Thanks again.
Take care and follow the directions.
Will do. Bye.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. A list of drugs written by a doctor.
Prescription.
A unit for measuring weight.
Milligram.
Drug contained in a plastic container.
Capsule.
Drug formed in round, hard shape.
tablet,
Take more drugs than suggested.
overdose,
Liquid used to drop into eyes to treat eye diseases.
eye drop,
Hold on.
hang on,
Type in the number of something to check its price.
get a price check,
A device made of a hollow tube and a needle that is used to force fluids into or take fluids out of the body.
syringe,
A usually sweet liquid that contains medicine used to stop coughing, called also cough medicine.
cough syrup,
A covering, such as a strip of cloth, that protects or supports part of the body that has been hurt.
bandage,
A liquid that is used to make things lighter in color or to kill bacteria.
hydrogen peroxide,
A smooth substance that is rubbed on the skin to help heal a wound or to reduce pain or discomfort.
ointment,
Let's try that faster. Drug contained in a plastic container.
capsule,
Drug formed in round, hard shape.
tablet,
Take more drugs than suggested.
overdose,
Liquid used to drop into eyes to treat eye diseases.
eye drop,
A device made of a hollow tube and a needle that is used to force fluids into or take fluids out of the body.
syringe,
A liquid that is used to make things lighter in color or to kill bacteria.
hydrogen peroxide,
A covering, such as a strip of cloth, that protects or supports part of the body that has been hurt.
bandage,
Type in the number of something to check its price.
get a price check,
A list of drugs written by a doctor.
prescription,
A unit for measuring weight.
milligram,
A usually sweet liquid that contains medicine used to stop coughing, called also cough medicine.
cough syrup,
A smooth substance that is rubbed on the skin to help heal a wound or to reduce pain or discomfort.
ointment,
Hold on.
hang on,
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
prescription,
In order to buy medicine in the US, you need to bring your doctor's prescription.
prescription,
I lost my prescription and I don't remember what medicine I had to buy.
prescription,
Valium is medicine that you can only buy with a prescription.
tablet,
Children should only take half a tablet of cold medicine.
tablet,
I find it hard to swallow tablets. They are just too big.
tablet,
I had a box full of medicine tablets, but I don't know where I left it.
overdose,
My dog accidentally swallowed some aspirins and almost overdosed.
overdose,
A lot of famous movie stars have accidentally overdosed on drugs and died.
overdose,
You must follow your doctor's instructions when taking medicine. Otherwise, you might overdose.
eye drop,
Your eyes are really red. You should get some eye drops.
eye drop,
When I wear contact lens, I have to use these eye drops or else my eyes get irritated.
eye drop,
Susan got pink eye, so her doctor prescribed some eye drops and told her not to touch her eyes. Some new merchandise arrived today, so we need to run a price check on each item. This item doesn't have a price on it. Can you run a price check to make sure we sell it here? That store always has to run a price check on new items since they don't have a modern pricing system. Hello, English learners, and welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
How are you, Erica?
Marco, I'm doing really well today.
You excited?
We've got a great lesson for everyone.
Yes, we have a really common situation where we're going to use real English, right?
Yep, everyday English, English that people really use.
And that's what we want you to learn. What are we talking about today specifically?
Today we have a really common situation that is a little bit embarrassing.
All right, an embarrassing situation. So let's listen to the dialogue for the first time, and it's going to be kind of fast.
Yeah, but don't worry if you don't understand everything, because after 10 minutes, you'll understand everything.
Perfect. All right, let's listen.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner.
It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure, you still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure. My name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names, too.
Wow, Nick forgot her name.
Yeah, that's happened to me a couple of times, and I'm going to tell you about it a little bit later.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with our 3 language takeaways.
Language takeaway.
So our first word on our language takeaway is in a bit of a hurry.
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 So Nick was in a hurry.
Yeah, that's right. This is a great phrase. So let's listen to 3 examples of how you can use this phrase.
Example 1.
Can you drive faster? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Example 2.
I can't talk right now. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Example 3.
I'm in a bit of a hurry, so I'll check these files later.
Okay, so it's clear now. Basically, it means that you don't have time.
You're moving really quickly.
Okay, perfect. Now let's look at our second language takeaway word, and it's contact details.
Contact details.
Contact details.
Contact details.
So what are your contact details?
Basically, this is the information you can find on your business card.
All right, so we have like our name, our telephone number,
your email address, perhaps your mobile phone number.
So all the useful information so people can get in touch with you.
Yeah, so people can phone you or email you. Okay, so contact details.
Great. Okay, so our third word is slipped my mind.
Slipped my mind.
Slipped my mind.
Slipped my mind.
So this is a funny phrase. It's kind of strange, right?
Yeah, slipped my mind. It sounds very weird.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we're going to listen to 2 examples of this phrase. Try and see if you can figure out what it means.
Example 1.
I'm sorry I forgot to respond to your email. It just slipped my mind.
Example 2.
Don't you know what day it is today?
Oh, it's your birthday. It completely slipped my mind.
So slipped my mind is like, I forgot.
You forgot something.
So
accidentally.
Right.
Okay, great. Now it's time for putting it together.
Putting it together.
All right, Erica, why don't you tell our listeners what putting it together is?
Well, putting it together helps you put language together. It helps you be more fluent by knowing how words fit together.
Great. So let's look at our first phrase today, and it's around here.
Around here.
Around here.
Around here. So this is like close by.
Close by, right.
Yeah.
I can say, for example, is there a bank around here?
Yeah. So that's, is there a bank close to here?
Exactly.
Now, this phrase, around here, we can change it a little bit, and it means something a little bit different.
Right.
I could say, Marco, there's a great restaurant right around the corner.
Right, and that would mean there is a great restaurant on the other street.
Yep.
Around the corner.
Yep.
Great. Or we have another example. We can say around there.
Around there.
Right. So for example, I can say Los Angeles is a great city. I used to live around there.
So you used to live near Los Angeles.
Exactly.
All right.
It's a really good phrase, and it's really common.
Yeah. Now our next phrase in putting it together is terrible with.
Terrible with.
Terrible with.
Terrible with. So we have a couple of examples that will show you how this phrase works.
Example 1. You're terrible with numbers. You can't even remember your own telephone number. Example 2.
I'm terrible with directions. I'm always getting lost.
Example 3. I'm terrible with faces. I can never remember what people look like.
Wow, I understand that. I'm also terrible with numbers. I can barely add 2 plus 2.
Well, yeah, I guess not everyone is a numbers person.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with faces. I sometimes forget what people look like.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I think it's time now for us to listen to our dialogue a second time.
Okay, this time the dialogue will be a little bit slower.
Right.
So try and listen for some of the words we've just talked about.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner.
It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure. You still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure. My name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names too.
So it's more clear now. You can understand a lot better, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Great. So now it's time for us to take a look at Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
So with Fluency Builder, we take some very simple phrases and show you how you can be more fluent or how you can
Sound more native.
Yeah.
Great. In the beginning of the dialogue, Anna said, Nick, how's it going?
Yeah, this is a great phrase. It sounds really, really natural. You know, sometimes I hear students say, how are you?
Or how are you doing?
Those are 2 great phrases, but this one sounds really, really natural.
It just sounds more casual.
Yeah, let's listen again to that phrase from the dialogue.
How's it going? How's it going?
Great. So next time that you find a friend on the street, you can just say, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. So Marco, have you ever forgotten someone's name?
Yeah, it's happened to me a couple of times. And actually, the most embarrassing situation was that I forgot a family member's name.
No,
Yeah.
a family member's name.
We had like a family reunion and there were a lot of aunts and uncles and cousins that I hadn't seen in a while, and I just forgot one of my uncle's names, and I was...
Uh-oh, that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah,
so what did you do?
Well, I had to ask one of my other cousins. I'm like, hey, who is that guy? He's like, oh, that's Uncle John. I'm like, oh, man, I totally forgot. Yeah, so it was really embarrassing because I didn't know what to call him, so I just called him Uncle because I didn't know his name.
Hi, Uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So when that happens to me, when I'm in a business setting, sometimes what I do is I ask for someone's card.
Ah, yeah, that's the good technique.
Yeah, or sometimes I might ask them to write down their email because usually their full name is spelled out in their email address. So that's my trick when I've forgotten someone's name.
That's a good trick, and I guess a lot of our listeners can take your advice on that.
Okay, so I think it's time for us to listen to our dialogue one more time, this time at natural speed.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner.
It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure, you still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure. My name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names too.
Well, I hope that you've all enjoyed our lesson for today. And remember to check out our website at englishpod.com,
where you can find a lot of other resources and you can leave all your questions and comments.
Yeah, Marco and I are always on the site, so we're happy to answer all of your questions.
Exactly. So now it's time for us to say
goodbye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
How are you?
How's it going?
Close to here.
Around here.
On the next street.
Around the corner.
Moving quickly. Having no time.
In a bit of a hurry.
Information required to contact someone. For example, telephone number, email address.
Contact details.
Been forgotten.
Slip my mind.
Bad at.
Terrible with.
Close to there.
Around there.
To know and remember someone or something you have seen before.
To recognize.
Someone you know, but who is not a close friend.
Acquaintance.
Move quickly. Not have much time.
In a rush.
Forgetting things easily.
Forgetful. Let's try that faster.
Bad at.
Terrible with.
Forgetting things easily.
Forgetful.
To know and remember someone or something you have seen before.
To recognize.
Close to there.
Around there.
Moving quickly. Having no time.
In a bit of a hurry.
Close to here.
Around here.
Move quickly. Not have much time.
In a rush.
How are you?
How's it going?
On the next street.
Around the corner.
Information required to contact someone. For example, telephone number, email address.
Contact details.
Someone you know, but who is not a close friend.
Acquaintance.
Been forgotten.
Slip my mind. Now say the word and hear it in a sentence. Around here. Excuse me, is there a bakery around here? Around here. Did I leave my keys somewhere around here? Around here. There is a really good restaurant right around here. If you are looking for a bank, there is one right around the corner. You can find a parking space right around the corner. There used to be a supermarket right around the corner, but it went out of business. I'm in a bit of a hurry now, so I will talk to you later. His wife was having a baby, so he was in a bit of a hurry. Can you drive faster? I'm in a bit of a hurry. Contact details. Isabel, do you have the contact details of our internet service provider? Contact details. Here is my card with all my contact details. Contact details. I don't have your contact details. Slip my mind. I'm sorry I forgot to respond to your email. It just slipped my mind. Slip my mind. I forgot I had a dentist appointment this afternoon. It must have slipped my mind. Slip my mind. I'm sorry I forgot your birthday. It completely slipped my mind. Terrible with. I always make mistakes with the budget. I'm terrible with numbers. Terrible with. I am terrible with directions. I always get lost. Terrible with. Every time I turn on the computer, something happens. I'm terrible with technology. Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're bringing you an upper intermediate lesson.
A special lesson about the new president.
Right. It's been a hot topic in the U.S. The new president-elect, President Obama.
Yes.
So today we're bringing you something that you might see at his inaugural address.
That's true. So, Marco, can you explain this word, inaugural address?
The inaugural address is the first speech the president gives at the ceremony when he is officially president.
Okay. All right. So
Right.
It's his first presidential speech.
Exactly. Great. So let's take a look at some other words that we're going to find in the dialogue today in Vocabulary Preview.
Vocabulary preview.
All right. On Vocabulary Preview today, we have two words. The first one is swear in.
Swear in.
Swear in.
Swear in. We'll see this word in its past tense in the dialogue, right? Sworn in.
Sworn in.
So it means...
So to swear someone in is to officially give that person a very important position,
Right.
usually in government.
Yeah.
And our second word is oath.
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 O-A-T-H. Oath.
An oath goes hand in hand with swear in, right?
That's right. When you swear someone in, they make an oath. A promise, right?
A promise.
An official promise to carry out the duties of that job.
Right, so they promise that they will do their job. Okay, great. So now let's listen to our dialogue for a first time. Where are we?
Well, we're actually watching a news reporter on TV. She's in Washington and she's going to tell us all about what's happening.
Great, so let's listen.
Madeline Wright for BCC News, reporting live from Washington, D.C., where very shortly the new president will deliver his inaugural address. Just moments ago, the president was sworn into office. Following the United States Constitution, the president swore an oath to faithfully execute the office of the presidency.
And what exactly is going on now, Madeline?
Well, Tom, true to American tradition, the band has just played Hail to the Chief, and the president has been honored with a 21-gun salute. Now we're waiting for the president to take the stage and deliver his speech. Tom, it's like the who's who of the political world here on Capitol Hill, with dignitaries representing several different countries.
What's the mood on the ground like, Madeline?
In a word, the mood here is electric. The excitement in the air is palpable. I've never seen a larger crowd here on Capitol Hill. The audience is shouting, crying, and embracing each other. On this, a most historic day, you can feel the hope and the excitement in the air. The 20th of January will go down in history as the... Oh, Tom, it looks like the president is about to begin.
My fellow Americans, I stand before you today
Okay, some technical problems at the inaugural address.
Yeah, I certainly hope this doesn't happen.
Well, if it does, you heard it first at English Pod.
Predictors of the future here.
Okay, let's take a look at language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
On language takeaway today, we're bringing you 4 words.
The first word is deliver.
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 Like deliver a pizza.
No. Let's listen. We've got 3 examples that will show the meaning of this word.
Example 1.
Who's going to deliver the welcome speech?
Example 2. I've been asked to deliver a presentation on the findings of our research project. Example 3.
Dr. Rosen is delivering a lecture on macroeconomics.
Okay, so deliver a speech.
Say a speech.
To say a speech.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't say a speech, you would say deliver a speech.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, our second word for language takeaway, the who's who.
The who's who.
The who's who.
So this is a funny expression, hey?
It's kind of weird.
The who's who is the important people in a particular field, right?
Right. So, for example, there was a party last night and the who's who of the film industry was there.
Whoa, so all the important stars
and directors
yeah.
and all that stuff.
Okay. You could also say the funeral was like a who's who of the political world.
Okay, so all the important political figures were at this funeral.
Exactly. Let's move to our third word.
Dignitaries.
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 Okay, we have some great examples so you can understand what this word means, so let's listen.
Example 1. Several important dignitaries were present at the opening ceremony, including the President of Brazil, the King of Spain, and the Pope. Example 2.
There are going to be a lot of foreign dignitaries at the dinner.
So basically, we can understand that dignitaries are really important people, right?
Right. Important political or religious figures.
I see.
All right. Now, our last word for language takeaway, palpable.
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 Palpable. When something is palpable, it's so strong you can feel it.
Okay, so it's a very strong feeling. You can almost touch it.
Yeah, like the excitement was palpable or the fear was palpable.
Okay, interesting word, palpable. Let's listen to our dialogue again, and now let's try and listen to all these words we just talked about.
Madeline Wright for BCC News, reporting live from Washington, D.C., where very shortly the new president will deliver his inaugural address. Just moments ago, the president was sworn into office. Following the United States Constitution, the president swore an oath to faithfully execute the office of the presidency.
And what exactly is going on now, Madeline?
Well, Tom, true to American tradition, the band has just played Hail to the Chief, and the president has been honored with a 21-gun salute. Now we're waiting for the president to take the stage and deliver his speech. Tom, it's like the who's who of the political world here on Capitol Hill, with dignitaries representing several different countries.
What's the mood on the ground like, Madeline?
In a word, the mood here is electric. The excitement in the air is palpable. I've never seen a larger crowd here on Capitol Hill. The audience is shouting, crying, and embracing each other. On this, a most historic day, you can feel the hope and the excitement in the air. The 20th of January will go down in history as the... Oh, Tom, it looks like the president is about to begin.
My fellow Americans, I stand before you today.
Okay, so if you noticed in our dialogue, we have some really interesting phrases there.
Yes.
So I think it's time for us to take a look at Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
On Fluency Builder today, we're going to be looking at 3 phrases that are very interesting because we can change them a little bit and form different patterns.
Yeah, so the first phrase we have is in a word.
In a word.
In a word.
In a word.
We use this expression when we want to describe something in one word.
Right.
Pretty simple, hey?
It's really simple.
Let's look at the pattern. We've got examples of how you could use this phrase.
Example 1. In a word, the situation is serious. Example 2.
What's it like there?
In a word, it's amazing.
Okay, so in a word, this podcast is
awesome.
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, let's look at our second phrase today. Go down in history.
Go down in history.
Go down in history.
So this is a really common phrase. I'm sure you guys have heard it.
Yeah, basically something that is really important that everyone will remember for a very long time.
Let's look at this pattern with a few examples.
Example 1.
This is going to go down in history as the worst disaster the world has ever seen.
Example 2. He'll go down in history as the best president we've ever had. Example 3.
This day will go down in history. Okay, so as you can see, the pattern is we're using a superlative.
That's right. The most, the best,
The biggest,
the worst.
the worst, right?
Uh-huh. And our final phrase in putting it together is
My fellow Americans.
my fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans.
So obviously you can change this one up a little bit, hey?
Right, you can say my fellow co-workers,
Uh-huh. My fellow citizens.
my fellow family members.
Yes.
So basically fellow just means like dear
Yeah.
in some way.
So, similar.
Similar.
Yeah.
So we looked at some great vocabulary and phrases, and now let's talk a little bit about these American traditions when electing a new president.
Yes.
Today in the studio we have JP who's joining us.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, JP.
And he's going to be talking to us about these traditions.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about?
21 gun salute, what's that all about?
The 21 gun salute is the military salute where they say, and now we will have the 21 gun salute. So 21 soldiers with their rifles, they go, hur, 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 and they all shoot them off at the same time. And I don't know why.
Oh, I think it's a sign of respect, hey?
Yeah.
Weird respect, though.
Well, I think in Europe they would do a cannon or something.
Oh.
Right.
One cannon salute?
No, well, just cannons. Maybe just one cannon.
Maybe our European listeners know the answer to this.
Maybe.
Okay, and what about this song, Hail to the Chief? Do you know anything about that?
I do not know anything about it, except that it's a march, and I think it's Sousa. I think John Philip Sousa wrote it. And whenever the president walks into a room, they play that song.
Really?
Yes, and I played it once for President Bush, the first one. I was a drummer.
You did?
And my marching band had to play that song for him.
Oh my God, JP, you're like famous.
Yeah, this was back in like 1986 or something. Was that even an election year? 88? I don't know.
Well, you did play for the president, so you
That's
know.
pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, JP, do you have any other sort of traditional things that happen when the president becomes the president?
Well, I can tell you that Jimmy Carter, you know, when he was elected president, this motorcade was going down Pennsylvania Avenue, and he stopped the car and got out.
Really?
To do what?
Yeah, to walk. He wanted to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. He wanted to walk down the, down the street.
To be with the people.
Yeah, I think so, and I think it made the Secret Service insane.
Maybe the car smelled bad or something.
Maybe so. I think that is my memory of it. I might be confusing with The West Wing, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, too much TV.
Yeah, maybe. But when the president walks, it's a big deal.
So, JP, do you do anything special for the inauguration ceremony?
I always take the day off to watch.
You do?
I love watching it. I love, I love the swearing in ceremony, the ritual of it, the speech.
All right, everyone, we're out of time. I hope you enjoyed this political lesson.
And I hope you have a happy inauguration day.
Happy inauguration day, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. We're definitely going to take the day off to watch it with JP, and hopefully you guys can too.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone. And until next time, goodbye.
Bye.